Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Once again, welcome back to all of you for third session of this day. So now we will be continuing our discussion from sloka number 28 onwards. So third canto, 26th chapter, 28th sloka onwards. Oh, this is 20. F2 करके F2 अच्छा यद्यद् विदुर्यनुरुद्धाख्यं ऋषिकाणामधीश्वरं शरदेन्दीवश्यामं सम्राध्यं योगिभिश्शनैः. The mind of the living entity is known by the name of Lord Aniruddha. So that means in mind, who is worshipable deity? Aniruddha is the worshipable deity. So that's why mind is also known as Aniruddha. Is known or is the mind of the living entity is known by the name of. That means, like if you see someone is sitting in the rickshaw, then he is called as rickshaw. So like that. So yeah, similarly in the reverse also. So Aniruddha is worshipable there. So that's why mind is also known as Aniruddha. The supreme ruler of the senses. He possesses a bluish black form resembling a lotus flower growing in autumn. He is found slowly. He is found slowly by the yogis. Okay, next sloka. तैजसात्तो विकुर्वाणात् बुद्धितत्त्वम् अभुत्सति द्रव्यस्फुरणविज्ञानम् इन्द्रियाणामनुग्रहात्. From the Satvika Ahankara, who came? Mind came. Now Taijasa. Taijasa means Rajasika Ahankara. From Rajasika Ahankara, so when it transforms and it is going to produce intelligence. So by transformation of the false ego in passion, intelligence takes birth. Oh virtuous lady. The functions of intelligence are to help in ascertaining the nature of objects when they come into view and to help the senses. So here, what are the functions? Like what are the functions of the mind? Sankalpa and Vikalpa. And what are the functions of the intelligence? Intelligence functions are Dravyaspuranam, Dravyaspurana Vijnanam, Indriyana Manugraha. So that means to identify the objects, to get the specific knowledge about that object. Like if we see this object and we are getting the knowledge that this object is known as mobile. So this object is mobile. Such a spuranam, that means such a knowledge is because of intelligence. And also intelligence is going to help the senses. It's Indriyana Anugraha. It gives its mercy. That means it helps. Intelligence is helping senses. So we'll be reading 30th sloka also, then we'll discuss. संशयोता विपर्यासो निश्चय स्मृतिरेव च स्वापयुज्यते बुद्धे लक्षणं वृत्तितः पृथक्. Doubt, misapprehension, correct apprehension, memory and sleep as determined by the different functions are said to be the distinct characteristics of intelligence. So another functions of intelligence are doubting and also viparyasaha. That means getting the delusion. That means misapprehension. Not able to. So that means ulta samadhana. By seeing the rope, so thinking that or getting knowledge that it is snake. Or by seeing the snake, so getting the knowledge that it is rope. So this kind of misapprehension is because of the intelligence. And also correct apprehension. By seeing this object pen, getting the knowledge of pen. So this is also because of intelligence. And also memory. So one can have good memory because of the intelligence. And also sleep. Sleep is also function of sleep is also function of intelligence. By good sleep, intelligence will become very nice. But if you don't sleep, your intelligence will be or doesn't work. If you don't sleep for 2 days, then you see you cannot even simple things also you cannot understand. If you ask, go and bring that pen, what you are saying, really? 2-3 days if you don't sleep, even the words meanings also you cannot identify. Intelligence, so very interdependent. Swapaha. Sufficient sleep is very important. Now, the important concept we are going to learn. This is the most useful for the understanding the roles of the different elements. Now we have seen ego, we have seen the chittam also we have seen. We understood manas and also we have seen the intelligence. Now how they produce the different things we are going to see now. This is Jivatma, Kavavidya, Vidya, and then after that it is having the intelligence, ego. Second is Chittam. Third one is intelligence. Then mind. Senses. And sense objects. Anyway, grass body is there. And sense objects. Here, first and foremost, Chittam role is general awareness. Chittam's role is sending the general awareness. It spreads through the senses, it comes out. Like we are becoming the aware of the objects because of Chittam. Chitta काम नहीं करेगा. If Chittam is not functioning, even the object is in front of you, senses are not going to grasp that object. Like example, eyes are there, and Chittam is not going on that object. Prabhu, I don't want. I have a request actually. Don't take the directly without. Then it will be fast. So in this 1 hour time, no questions. Because we have very 72 question slokas are there, Prabhu, and it's impossible to finish. So definitely some misfeatures will be there with the less time, and if you more time, then more explanations. Obviously, I cannot do everything, justify everything. Doubts are not entertained now. So, like example, when this chittam is the cause for the general awareness. If chittam is not functioning, that means chittam is not functioning means if chittam is not spreading its awareness towards any object, then what will happen? Even the eyes are coming in contact with that object. Example, I'm giving eyes. Even eyes are coming in contact with that object, but still, so we are not going to get the knowledge about that object. Like example, sometimes you may go to the some showroom, and you and your friend both went, and both after coming to the house, you'll be saying, so in that first room, in that corner, there is a one object is there that is very beautiful object. Did you see? And he says that no, I didn't see. But you saw. You said to me only, we both are seeing. But he says that I didn't see. But it is there. I didn't see. Why he's saying? Because Chittam is not sending its awareness there actually. So Chittam's role is general awareness. Then after that general awareness, what will happen? These are the sense objects. So senses are coming in contact with the sense objects, and senses are grasping the whatever the like you, if it is eyes, they are grasping the form. If they are ears, they are grasping the sound. If they are the nose, then they are grasping the smell like that. So they grasp that, and let us take there is a sound is there, some sound. Then ears. So ears are grasping this sound, and they are sending. They are sending to that information to whom? To the mind, and from the mind it goes to the intelligence. Then after that, intelligence, what it does, it will be fetching the uh, what is this sound actually? There are the different kinds of the already stored information in the chittam. So different sounds are stored, and the impressions of the sounds are not sounds. Impressions of the sounds are stored in chittam. Now the intelligence is comparing with those impressions and finally decides this is a sound of drums or it is a sound of flute. That means about this sound, the specific information is finally decided by whom? Intelligence. That means dravya spurana vishesha jnanam. That means the specific knowledge about that object is produced by whom? Intelligence. This intelligence sometimes may produce wrong also. It is a sound of the flute, but it may produce it as a sound of a drum. So, but if the chittam is not functioning, then we cannot even know that there is a sound is coming. Sometimes our chittam is fully focused on certain thing. That means chittam is not, we are not allowing that to go anywhere. So then what will happen? Even this while you are in the concentration, you are keep on hearing. There are so many sounds are coming. So did you observe all the sounds from the beginning of our class? What are came outside? No, because why? The reason is chittam is not going. Chittam is not sending the awareness. That means for the general awareness of any object, who is the cause? Chittam. And the specific knowledge about any object, who is the cause? Intelligence. And what mind will be doing? So now the sound is identified by the intelligence, whether accepting or the rejecting that is done by the mind. Then after that, I like this sound. Otherwise, I am hearing this sound. I am hearing. Aham srunomi. I am hearing. This I-ness is given by whom? The sense of this false ego is giving. Actually, this Jivatma is just a Sakshi, is witnesser. Now it is covered with this ego, and this Jivatma is claiming that he is hearing, but actually, so is interaction of this chitta, intelligence, and mind. That is happening. So, but this Jivatma is thinking that he is hearing. For that, Abhimana is required. That means the sense of highness has to be there. So, that is given by this false ego. So, that's why I hear or I am hearing such a things we say. And I like what is there, na? Like or dislike. That is because of mind. So mind's role is sankalpa and vikalpa. And the intelligence role is dravya spurana vishesha gnanam. And chitta's role is samanya samanya chetanam. That means general awareness. Okay? So senses role is grasping the objects, sense objects in that padartha, in that substance. Like if you take a laddu, eyes are capturing the yellow color of that laddu, and nose are capturing the smell. That's karpura smell is coming. That okay, and the tongue is grasping the taste, sweetness of that. So these are all, and identification. That means this is laddu, and also this is a smooth laddu, or this is a tough laddu. All that's decided by intelligence. This is general. Okay, it's some extent I think it is clear. No questions. Huh? It's clear. No problem. Indriyanam anugraha. One more thing is Buddhi's role is what? Indriyanam anugraha. Buddhya vina panchendriyan na pravuttam shaknuvanti ityartha. Yadyapi chitta ahankara manasyapi indriyani anugrahakani तदपि बुद्ध्या तद अनुग्रह विशेषः ज्ञेयः. These indriyas are run by whom actually? Indriyas are functioning because of whom? That is there. They are in Adhishtan Devata is there. That's why they are so functioning. Of course, we are not denying that. And also these indriyas are indriyanam anugrahaka. It is said in this Buddhist another role is what? Indriyana anugraha. Anugraha means panchendriyan na pravartitum shaknuvanti. That means they are doing their duties. Indriyas are doing their duties. That means capturing the sense objects because of what? Intelligence. You may ask, but even Indriyas are run by mind and also chitta or also ego. Why you are saying specifically only intelligence? One may ask like this. So, but in running these senses, intelligence is having a special role. Intelligence is having a special role. Buddhya tad anugraha visheshah gneyah. तथा ही शब्दः शृणोमि इत्यत्र प्रथमम्. Why intelligence is very specific in running these senses? Because whatever the things are captured by the senses, who is identifying? Mind is identifying? Intelligence is identifying. So that's why intelligence is a special one actually than this remaining. Okay, next. तैजसानिन्द्रियाण्येव क्रियाज्ञानविभागशः प्राणस्य हि क्रियाशक्तिर्बुद्धेर्विज्ञानशक्तिता. Egoism in the mode of passion produces two kinds of senses: the senses for acquiring knowledge and the senses of action. Achha, one thing is missing in the previous law. और एक बात बोलना बोलिए. This intelligence is also cause for the specific knowledge about the object, and also the wrong knowledge about the object also is because of the intelligence only. The intelligence can be good or it can be bad also. So that means intelligence can be influenced by the mode of ignorance. So when it is full of influenced by the ignorance, then it will be producing what? Wrong knowledge. Repeat everything. Huh? So intelligence is cause for the specific knowledge about the object. Dravya Spurana Vishesha Gnanam. Okay. So now intelligence is also cause for the Brahma. If someone is getting the wrong knowledge, means who is the cause? Intelligence is the cause. That means intelligence is in the mode of is influenced by the mode of ignorance. And intelligence is also cause of the right knowledge. And intelligence is also cause for the sleep. If intelligence is full of passionate, that means so many ideas keep on coming in your mind and you'll be restless and you cannot sleep. इस समय क्या करना है भागवत सुनना शुरू करो लिखते भागवत लिखते all sleep. So next nidra. So and also nidra also will be, is nourishing the intelligence. Intelligence is nourished by the sleep. Patanjali is saying pramana viparyaya vikalpa nidra smrutaya. These five things are because of intelligence. One is pramana, means right knowledge. Viparya means wrong knowledge. Vikalpa means vishesh. And nidra means sleep. And also remembrance. Memory. Is because of intelligence. Many subtleties we are not going to discuss. Sankhitattva Kaumadi, there is one book. If you want to go in deep of everything, there is a Sankhitattva Kaumadi is a book is there, you can read that. And very detailedly explain. And that means only for intelligence, so many pages. Only for the, so each Chittam also so many pages. So much content you will be finding there. All are valid only. It is in Hindi also. Sanskrit and Hindi translations. Sankhya Tattva Kaumadi. Author is Panchanand Bhatta. I forgot his name. Panchanand Bhatta. Sankhya Tattva Kaumadi, you type it, it will come in. The senses are controlled by mind or no questions. Because the chariot example, there are no questions. No questions. After class 8. The end of the class. Really at the end. Because rule for everyone. Not for the rule for one person or two person. No, after class you can. Yeah, I can. I can attend your question. Don't feel. Yes. Don't give us. Okay. Next. 45 minutes. Only 45. Please, thank you. Ego is in the mode of passion produces two kinds of senses. The senses for acquiring knowledge and the senses of action. The senses of action depend on the vital energy and the senses of acquiring knowledge dependent on intelligence. We are seeing about false ego and what is produced from this. We have seen first and foremost, false ego is in three kinds. One is the sattvic, that means sattvika ahankara, rajasika ahankara, that means it is also known as taijasa ahankara, and final one is tamasa ahankara. From the sattvika ahankara, what is produced? Mind is produced. And what are the properties of the mind? Sankalpa and vikalpa. Okay, what is the production of the Rajasika Ahankara? Rajasic Ahankara is producing the intelligence. And what is the properties of this intelligence? Right, getting the right knowledge. That means Dravya Spurna Vishesha Gnana means getting this specific knowledge about that object. So if you see pen, you are able to understand, able to get the knowledge that it is a pen. That is because of the intelligence. And before that, you have seen this false ego. What is the properties of false ego? It is going to give what? False identity. Abhimanam. That means, so for this pure Jivatma, it is giving that Abhimanam. That means he is seeing or he is hearing like that. And what is the role of the Chitta? General awareness. If Chitta is not coming, even the senses are coming in with the contact with the sense object, but still there is no recognition. Not able to recognize that is that's so and so, that's so and so. Like that, you cannot recognize. So okay. Now this Rajasa Ahankara is also producing what? Working senses and knowledge acquiring senses. So now we are going to see this. Working senses are caused by what? Prana Shakti. The senses for acquiring knowledge and the senses of action. The senses of action dependent on the vital energy, Prana Shakti. Prana Shakti, that means working senses are dependent on the Prana Shakti and knowledge senses are dependent on the Buddhi, intelligence. Intelligence means Buddhi. So, most of the times we may think that knowledge senses are produced from the Satvika Ahankara. So, because Satvika Ahankara, Satvika is goodness, goodness is cause for the knowledge. You may misled by like that, but actually that is not correct. Satvika Ahankara is not cause for the knowledge senses. Knowledge senses, who is cause? That means knowledge means knowing. So that for that, who is cause? Buddhi is the cause. So that means Buddhi, knowledge means Buddhi. So this Buddhi, that means knowledge senses are dependent on Buddhi. That's why Buddhi is one of the characteristics of Buddhi is what? Indriyana Anugraha. That means one of the property of Buddhi is what? Sanctioning the senses. Anugraha means sanctions. Sanctioning the senses. Senses are able to capture that object. Because of the some jnana is there, that is invested, that is given to those by whom? By Buddhi actually. Like the working senses are, now hands are moving and legs are moving. So to move hands, what is needed? Prana Shakti is needed. If there is a Vata dosha is there in this hand, no, you cannot lift the hand. Vata dosha means if air is not properly circulating in the hand, can you lift the hand? No. You cannot lift. Sleeping. So if legs, if there is a Vata is not properly, that means Vayu, Prana Vayu is not properly flowing, so legs will not work. So that means, and also vocal cords. If there is no proper air circulation of the air, then you cannot speak also. Nothing, no sound can be produced. Similarly, knowledge senses, they are functioning because of Buddhi. That's why who is Anugraha for the knowledge senses? Buddhi. And that's why, so Buddhi, they are dependent on the Buddhi. Buddhi is coming from the Rasika Ahankara. So that's why senses are also Rasika. Like that you should see. If you want even more clarity, then you should study Sankirtattva. Yeah.
He's asking him बहुत ज्यादा जोर से क्वेश्चन आ रहा
थोड़ा सा
45 minutes.
Indriyana. So that's why Pranasya kriya shakti rataha pranasya taijasatva tat kriya shakti mata. That means all the working senses are processing the prana. That's why they are able to do the actions. So prana shakti, hands and legs all are processing prana, and if the prana is not properly installed in these hands and legs, then they cannot work also. They cannot move. They cannot do their work, activities, and you cannot, like, you see, like rotating all this because of the prana only. Like this, everything. If prana is not there, then it is like this only. Only one position. So similarly, knowledge senses are also possessing the buddhi. So that's why they are all of what? Taijasa only. Not, they should not so falsely conclude that so knowledge senses are coming out from the satvika ahankara. Okay, it's clear? Yes. Next sloka. तामसाच्च विकुर्वाणात् भगवद्वीर्यचोदिता शब्दमात्रम् अभूत् तस्मात् नभः श्रोत्रम् तु शब्दगम्. When egoism in ignorance is agitated by the sex energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the subtle element sound is manifested, and from sound come the ethereal sky and the sense of hearing. A sense of hearing is not coming, but that is captured. That means the sound is captured by the hearing sense. Here, little sense of hearing is coming from where?
Intelligence.
No, from the Rajasika Ahankara. It's not okay. Here, Srotragam means that sound is captured by ears. That is the meaning actually. It should come like that. Correction. Yes, of course. Come to our picture. This. Tamasa Ahankara is there. From this first, who is coming? Shabda is coming. And from this Shabda, who is coming? Ether is coming. And from ether, what is coming? Next. Huh? No.
Ability to catch the sound.
No. That is coming from the Rajasika Ahankara. So from ether, next it is coming actually. Ether is producing the touch. And from touch, what is coming? Air. From air, what is coming? Form. From form, what is coming? Fire. From fire, what is coming?
Water.
Taste. Air. From water. From water, smell. And from smell, earth. And we are going to read all these and also their properties, their definitions.
Next.
Okay, next to another 20 slokas almost. Okay, fatafat we will finish. Yeah. So that means when this tamasika ahankara is agitated by the lords, because Lord is always watching all these things. That means they are all always supported by the Lord's potency only. That means required potencies of the Lord are entering into certain objects and they are producing further things. That we should always remember. If Lord stops seeing them, then finish everything. So now, when the egoism in ignorance is agitated by the sex energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the subtle element sound is manifested. So from that sound, ether is manifested, and that sound is captured by ears. Shabdagam. Srotram Shabdagam means ears are capturing that produces sound from the tamasic ahankar, whatever sound is produced, then you may get doubt now, who is going to capture this? That is captured by the already produced Rasik ahankara. From that we have seen the knowledge senses. In that knowledge senses, ears are there. That ears can capture this sound. That is the information is given here. But now once again, now the hearing sense of hearing is once again produced. No. Next sloka. अर्थाश्रयत्वं शब्दस्य द्रष्टु लिंगत्वमेव च तन्मात्रत्वं च नभसो लक्षणं कवयो विदुः. Persons who are learned and who have true knowledge define sound as that which conveys the idea of an object, indicates the presence of speaker, screen from our view, and constitutes the subtle form of ether. What is the definition of sound? Sound. What is the definition of shabda? Shabda means ardhavatvam. What is that? Ardha ashrayatvam. Sounds always possess the meanings or otherwise so meanings of the objects. Like example, it is what? It is a pen, okay, and this object pen and pen pen, so that means pen, this is a sound you produce pen. This is a shabda. This shabda is carrying the meaning. What? The meaning of this object pen. So pen is carrying some meaning. When you hear pen, the word, some ardha is coming in your mind or not? Some meaning is coming or not? So that meaning is what? Is the indicator of this object. Yes? So that's why shabdas are nothing but what? The possessor of or the shelter for the meanings. Shabda is shelter for the meanings. Shabda and Ardha Ashrayatvam, Ardha Vachyatvam. That means every Shabda is having the some Shakti of what? Conveying the some object. So the ability, the Shakti of the Shabda, so to convey the some object is known as what? Artha. Adi Vachyam.
यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा गाड़ी
इतना तो काफी ज्यादा अंदर जाएंगे तो
ये यहाँ से पकड़ नहीं पा रहे.
हाँ, okay.
We understood the example.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. Many actually on the Shabda, a lot of discussion is there. In the previous scriptures, in the ancient days, Shabda, so much discussion, hundreds of discussions are there. If you read the like Nyaya books and also various Nyaya books, Shabda Praman is a very important, and also Mimamsa Sabar Bhashya, and a lot of discussion. Persons who are learned. Okay, now next sloka will. And also it is also indicating the speakers. Like now you are hearing the conversation between the Sukadeva Goswami and also Parikshit Maharaj. So this conversation, when that is are all nothing but sabdas, those are indicating the certain speakers or not.
Yes.
So that's why it indicates the presence of a speaker screen from our view. Bhutanam chidra dhatritvam bahirantaramev cha pranendriya atmadishnyatvam nabhaso vritti lakshanam. Then what is the definition of sky? Ether. That definition we are seeing. The activities and characteristics of the ethereal element can be observed as a accommodation for the room for external and internal existences of all living entities, namely the field of activities of the vital air, the senses, and the mind. So simple. Now we are seeing the definition of ether. This is artha ashrayatvam. That's true. Lingatvam, that is the thing we say in the case of Shabda. Now ether is So ether is the cause for the vyavahara of inside and outside. If there is no ether, then you cannot feel the inside and outside. So now you are saying this is the inside of the room and that is the outside of the room because of what? No, not because of wall. Because of the ether. Yes, because of the ether. Wall is not.
But wall is everything.
Separating out what? Ether. That's why ultimately cause is who is the cause? Ether is the cause. Now two walls are there. You can say wall is not the cause actually. Ether is the cause.
Where is separated by a wall?
So that means who is the cause? Ether itself is not there, you assume. In the whole creation, ether is not there. Then is there any possibility? No possibility. No, inside, outside, you cannot say because there is no space is not there. There is no space at all.
The space is there.
Yes. There is no space. If there is no space, then how can you say it's inside and outside? So that's why here, Bhutanam Chidra Dhatritvam. So you are able to make a whole. Who is the cause for that? So ether is the cause. Whole means what? Some space. So that's why space is there. That's why you are calling it as whole. So that's why to convey to say whole means who is the cause for that? Space or ether. And also prana indriya atma dishnyatvam. Now our body is retaining and is maintained, is sustained because of what? Prana only, na? So that prana is able to move inside and outside because of what? Space. If there is no space in the lungs, if you remove the space, then air can go inside, outside, nothing. Then yeah, outside. So that's why the ether is the cause for the holes. Ether is the cause for the the conventions of the saying of inside and outside, and ether is the cause for the flowing of prana. Okay, next. Nabasah shabda tanmatra kalagatya vikurvatah sparsho bhavattato vayus tvak sparshasya cha sangraha. From the ethereal existence which evolves from sound, the next transformation takes place under the impulse of time, and thus the subtle element touch, and hence the air and sense of touch become prominent. So now from the ether who is coming? Touch is coming. From touch who is coming? Air is coming. Now we are going to see the definitions of the touch and air. So mridutvam katinatvam cha shaityam ushnatvam cha etat sparshasya sparshatvam tanmatratvam nabhasvatah. Softness, hardness, coldness. That means softness and hardness and cold and heat are the distinguished attributes of touch, which is characterized as subtle form of air. This is clear. We'll go to the next. These are the characters. Okay.
1 minute. One sloka per minute.
Sparishatvam. Sparshasya lakshanam is what? Sparishatvam is the Sparshas character definition. Sparshas definition is Sparishatvam. So that is many types. Softness, hardness, cold, heat, like that. Next, what is the definition of Vayu? Now we have to see Vayu. Chalanam yuhanam praptir netrutvam dravya shabdayo sarvindriyanam atmatvam vayo karmabhilakshanam. So touch's definition is sparshatvam. now air definition is, we are going to see now. Chalanam, Vyohanam, Prapti. That means the action of the air is exhibited in movements, mixing, allowing approach to the objects of sound and other sense perceptions, and providing for proper functioning of all other senses. Air is, now you are able to move the hands. Hands moving, movements are there. These movements because of what? Prana. If prana is not supporting these hands, anyway, all the working senses are filled with the prana. That means prana is flowing in it. And also when you move, so that means this prana is pushing and this prana is going away. So that's why hand is moving. If prana is completely seized, then hand cannot be moved. Inside also prana is needed, even outside also. That's a hydromechanics we say, no? In the mechanical engineering. What is this?
Fluid mechanics.
Next, mixing. So, like red balls and white balls, you are mixing. That mixing is also because of prana. Yeah, air, sorry, not even air.
There are different types of air.
Yeah. Allowing approach to the objects of sound and other sense. That means now you are able, that sound is produced there, now it is coming here because of what? Air. If you remove air, in the childhood we did the experiments. Yeah, vacuum, no sound. And also gandha. So gandha, the agarbattis are there and now you are smelling. That means that sense object which is of the some other object, its quality, that otherwise its object is reaching to these senses. That is because of air. These are the different actions of air. Okay, next. वायोश्च स्पर्श तन्मात्रा रूपं दैवैरिताद्भुता समुत्थितं ततस्तेजश्चक्षुरूपोपलम्बनम्. Now from the prana, from the air, who is coming? From air, form is coming. By interaction of the air on the sensation of touch, one receives different forms according to destiny. By evolution of such forms, there is 5. And the eyes sees different forms in color. This is clear. Next, द्रव्याकृतित्वं गुणता व्यक्ति संस्थात्वमेव च तेजस्त्वं तेजसः साध्वी रूपमात्रस्य वृत्तयः. My dear mother, the characteristics of form are understood by dimensions, quality, and individuality. The form of fire is appreciated by its effulgence. Now we will see the definition of form and also fire. Form and fire we will see. Form is giving the shape to the object. Dravya akruti, and also color. Okay. द्रव्याकृतित्वं गुणता व्यक्ति संस्थात्वमेव च तेजस्त्वं तेजसः साध्वी रूपमात्रस्य वृत्तयः. So, and fire is produced from the form. And द्योतनं पचनं पानमदनं हिममर्दनं तेजसो वृत्तयः. आगे श्लोक भी. Form gives the form, how to, the characteristics of form is the dimensions, quality, and also color. And now fire's characteristics what? Burning and also digesting. Pachanam. Jyotanam, and illuminating. And Himamardhanam, suppressing the cold. These are all the different. And also, yeah, fire is appreciated by its light and by its ability to cook, to digest, to destroy cold, to evaporate, and to give rise to hunger, thirst, eating and drinking. If there is no fire, there is no hunger and thirst. And social means evaporating. Yeah. Next sloka. रूपमात्राद् विकुर्वाणात् तेजसो दैव चोदितात् रसमात्रमभूत् तस्मात् अम्भो जिह्वारसग्रहः. By the incarnation of, by interaction of fire and the visual sensation, the subtle element taste evolves under a superior arrangement. From taste, water is produced, and the tongue, which perceives taste, is also manifested. Now, fire is there. From fire, what is coming? Taste is coming, not water. Taste. So then, from the taste, water is produced. So, what are the definitions we will be seeing next? So, taste we are seeing. Kashayo madurastiktaha katmamla iti naikada bhautikānām vikārena rasa eko vividyate. Although originally one, taste becomes manifold as stringent, sweet, bitter, pungent, sour, and salty due to contact with other substances. Huh? What is the meaning of original one taste? That's why I'm just waiting here to explain this. One more important point. If you remember, second canto, sixth chapter. Very important thing this is. From the Prakriti, actually, these elements are produced like first sound, and from the sound, sky, from the sky, touch, from the touch, ether, from the ether, so form, from the form, fire, like that, these are all produced. So, like sound also, now we are hearing so many varieties of sounds, hundreds of sounds are there, like piano sound, violin sound, or otherwise flute sound, like many sounds, varieties of sounds, and also varieties of the words, many different things are produced. And also forms also many colors, hundreds and thousands of colors. And similarly, we are also having so many hundreds and thousands of tastes. Like laddu taste is different, Mysore pak taste is different, jangri taste is different. Like all these. So these different. So tastes are there. And principally six, and but also there are so many varieties. Hundreds of varieties in the taste also. Hundreds of varieties are in the touch also. Hundreds of varieties. That means softness. And also if you touch some cushion, some kind of softness. If you touch some balloon, another kind of softness. So many varieties are produced. But when principal creation, when the sarga, sarga and visarga, when sarga happens, that means from the prakriti, when these are all produced, only principles are produced, varieties are not produced. When varieties are produced, Brahmaji is not going to produce varieties. So, when all these 24 elements coming together and forming the what? Brahmandas, in each Brahmanda, there is a 24 elements chunk also will be there. Then Karnano Sai Vishnu entering, and he is lying in the form of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, and he is keeping this whole chunk. So that's 24 elements combination. And of course, Brahmanda is also is formed with that layer. This outer layer is also formed with the 24 elements only. So, and also this chunk is also there inside, and that is kept in the stomach of Garbhodakasaya Vishnu. And as per the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, that means Garbhodakasaya Vishnu means is a transcendental. His tongue is having the taste of the variegated things. That many variegated things are produced in this. Like when woman and man are coming together, so then their basic liquids are coming together and they are mixed. Then after that, when after the intercourse, then after that, what happens in the mother's womb? That basic liquid is uniform liquid initially, but gradually in that liquid that is forming as hard bones and also like hair and also teeth will not be there anyway. So and also different ice material is different and heart. That means initially everything is one type material or not? Principally it is one only, na? But in the first day when they do intercourse, but in the second month, third month, fourth month, so various varieties of that means mamsa, rakta, majja, and many things. That means medha, many things are formed in that. How it is happening? Because of mother actually, na? So that means as the mother body is having the different varieties, the same way that is also having the varieties. Similarly, 23 elements chunk is uniform chunk that is. But when it is kept in the womb of Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, that means transcendental Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is having so many varieties. All those varieties are brought into this chunk. Understood?
Yes.
So that is manifesting in the form of Virat. So that's a principally these are all now we are, but they have variegatedness in the future actually when it is further processed by the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu in his stomach. That's why principally these are all one only. It is said, although originally one. That means even taste, form, all originally one becomes manifold. Through whom? When it is kept in the Garbhodakasaya Vishnu stomach. When it is getting many folds. Like stringent, sweeter, better, pungent, so many. Okay. Kledanam pindanam trupti pranam apyaya nodanam tapapanodo bhuyastvam ambhaso vrittayasprima. Prana is going slowly in me actually. Able to read. His eyes are not working. The characteristics of water are exhibited by its moistening other substances, coagulating various mixtures, causing satisfaction, maintaining life, softening things, driving away heat, incessantly supplying itself to reservoir of water and refreshing by slacking thirst. What are the properties of now taste we have seen? So now we are seeing the properties of characteristics of water. Water will be so moisturing is a property of the water. Coagulating, that means now you are putting water in the atta, then only it became the and you mixed actually it became the mixing air also needed and also along with that. So water is also needed. That's why they are coagulate. That means cohesiveness. That means coming together. All the particles are coming together. So because of the water only. If you don't put water and mix, no. And even in the if you put some may say oil is also another form of the water only. So now maintaining the life because if you don't drink for the water, that means nirjal vrat if you do, then prana will be tata. It will say tata. So that means life will not be maintained. If 2-3 days if you don't drink water or 4-5 days, prana will be out from this body. You say bye bye. And that's why water is needed. If water is not there, prana will not be continue to flow in that body. And softening the things. So that is a obvious. Driving away heat. So water is also drives away the heat and so on. So next. रसमात्राद्विकुर्वाणात् अम्बसोदैव चोदितात् गन्धमात्रम् अभूत् तस्मात् पृथ्वी घ्राणस्तु गन्धकः. Now from the water what is coming? Smell is coming. Due to the further interaction of the water with the taste perception, the subtle element odor or the smell evolves under the superior arrangements. That means all the time Karna knows Vishnu is watching all this. Thence the earth and the olfactory sense by which we can variously experiences the aroma of the earth becomes manifest. So then after that earth is also get manifested. And what are the properties you will see. Karambhupati saurabhya shanto gramladi biprutak द्रव्या अवयव वैषम्यात् गंध एको विविद्यते. Order, although one, becomes many as mixed, offensive, fragrant, mild, strong, acidic, and so on, according to the proportions of associated substances. Next. Bhavanam brahmanasthanam dharanam sadvisheshanam sarvasattva guno vedaha prithvi vritti lakshanam. Now what is the lakshana for the prithvi? The characteristics of the functions of earth can be perceived by modeling forms of the Supreme Brahman. That means if you want to make a deity, what do you need? Earth only, na? The stone, all are the different forms of earth only. So that's why earth is the one which is useful for the deity, is also characteristics of earth, giving the deity form. By constructing the places of residence, by preparing the pots to contain water. So these are the different properties, characteristics of earth. Next. Nabho guna visheshortho yasya tatsrotra muchyate vayor guna visheshortho yasya tatsparshanam viduhu. The sense whose object of perception is sound is called auditory sense, and that whose object of perception is touch is called the tactile sense. Tejo guna visheshortho yasya tatchakshuruchyate ambo guna visheshortho yasya tadrasanam viduhu umer guna visheshortho yasya sagrana uchyate. The sense whose object of perception is form, the distinct characteristics of fire is the sense of sight. The sense whose object of perception is taste, the distinct characteristics of water is known as the sense of taste. Finally, the sense whose object of perception is odor, so the distinctive characteristics of earth is called the sense of smell. Simple, what nothing is said there. Ether is possessing the Shabda, and they sense that Shabda is captured by the ears, and air is possessing the touch. Air is possessing touch, na? And that is perceived by skin. And fire is possessing the form, and it is perceived by eyes. Taste is possessed. Water is possessing the taste, and taste is captured by tongue. And smell is possessed by earth, and that smell is perceived by nose. And one more thing is, now we are going to see earth is having the one quality, one guna, that is Shabda, but air is coming from the touch, where touch is coming from the ether, and where ether is coming from the Shabda. So that's why air is possessing how many qualities? 4. 2. Shabda and touch. And air is producing the form, and form is producing the fire. So that's why fire is possessing how many qualities? 3. Shabda, touch, and form. That means Shabda means sound. So next, water is producing So from the what is produced from the taste? So what is possessing how many? Four. Shabda, touch, form, and also taste. Similarly, earth is possessing all five. So that's why all these five will be captured by the five different senses. That is being said in the next slokas. Parasya drishyate dharmo yaparasmin samanvayat ato vishesho bhavanam bhuma vevopalakshate. Since the cause exists in its effect, as well the characteristics of the farmer are observed in the latter. Okay, this is clear. So farmer is coming, later is coming from the farmer one. So that's why whatever the characteristics of there in the farmer one, that will be shown in the later one also. Okay, that is the way the peculiarities of all the elements exist in the earth alone. Next. एतान्यसंहत्य एतान्यसंहत्य यदा महदादीन् सप्त वै कालकर्मा गुणोपेतो जगदादिरूपाविशत्. When all these elements were unmixed, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the origin of creation, along with time, work, and the qualities of the modes of material nature, entered into the universe with the total material energy in 7 divisions. Now, how many are created? Total elements? 24 are created or not? So, Mahat, that means Chitta, Mahat is created, Ahankara is created. So, then from that Ahankara, so Satvika Ahankara, mind is coming. From the Rajasic Ahankara, Buddhi is coming, and also 5 senses, working senses, and 5 knowledge senses. And from the Tamasic Ahankara, so 5 sense objects, and also 5 gross elements. Total how many? 24. All these 24 are there now, they are looking like this. What we should do? Then Lord is sending once again his Shakti, Bibrisam. What is that word Shakti we call? That Samhanana Shakti. 50th. So Kala Kshobaka Karma. Samhanana Karinya. That means Pratamam Samhanana Karinya Shaktya Sarvatattva Sammelanardam Avishat. So Lord is sending his Samhanana Shakti to these 24 elements, then they will be mixing. Otherwise, they don't want to cooperate each other. That means there is no cooperation among them also. So when the Lord Samhanana Shakti went there, so then they started coming together and forming all these 24 elements. Brahmandas. And in that chunk is also there. Okay. I think you're all tired. 50 or more. Still we are in very far distance. Tomorrow morning, first half an hour, we have to finish this. These 20 slokas for first 45 minutes. Then after that, 7th chapter also should be finished and enter into the 28. Huh? Because only next one more day only is there. Na? 29th is very important. Please give attendance. Aditya Karuna Prabhu. Anantara Simha Prabhu. Absent. Bhavame Nityanand Prabhu. Chaitanya Jeevan Prabhu. Absent? Huh? Absent. Chaitanya Swarup Prabhu. Durga Prasad Prabhu. Absent. Gopalanand Prabhu. Hari Narayan Prabhu. Prabhu is family. Church is working. High Grihu Charan Prabhu. Hemagiri Prabhu. Next, Kal Charan Prabhu. Absent. Kaushal Kishore Prabhu. Kurma Kripa Prabhu. Madhav Sundar Prabhu. Manmohan Krishna Prabhu. Manoram Gaurang Prabhu? Yes. Mukunda Padma Prabhu? Absent? Nalini Kananda Prabhu? That's a where they went. So, Nimai Nitai Prabhu? Pavanapatra Prabhu? Absent. Pradeep Prabhu? Absent. Radha Raj Bihari Prem Prabhu? Ram Govind Prabhu? Sadhu Charan Prabhu? Sundaranand Thakur Prabhu? Absent? Vanachari Gopal Prabhu? Vishnu Tattva Prabhu? Brajamandal Prabhu? Tomorrow also special class?
Yes,
Tomorrow also special class? Additional hour? No.